It was a summer's night and I just bought a brand new car, and it was the first car I'd ever bought properly. You pay a deposit, and then a few weeks later, you pay the rest of it. So by the time the car gets brought into the showroom, you've paid for the car. It's your car. So I was buzzing with myself, right? It was an Audi. I was buzzing with myself. Thought I was the bee's knees, right? Thought I was the boy. Do you know what I mean? And so was all my mates and that, because my mates and that, they had cars, but there was like, they were on finance or whatever, do you know what I mean? But I was like, I was the second one out of us to buy a car fresh. So the car had like not even a mile on it, or it had like just a bit over a mile on it. So I said to my mate, the lad from the last supper, this is my mate, he's not with us no more unfortunately, but I said to me, come down with me lad, come down with me and all that. So he said, come Ed. So he goes down to pick the car up, right, to the car, we were flying, mate. So he said, come Ed, what should we do? Listen to this. I got the car on like say Wednesday, right, get on this. So I got the car on Wednesday, and it was when you needed like cover notes, you know, like you had cover notes and just kept them in your glove and all that. So I had all the documents, I was proper legit, it was buzzing, I was like, it was foolproof, right? Get on this, right? So we're floating around. So it comes to Saturday night, and I was with my mate, I just picked him up on that. So I had shorts on, I had a pair of brand new Webs on, pair of shorts, nice t-shirt, you know, look smart. You could go for a drink in the daytime where it wouldn't stand out, you'd look alright, you know what I mean? And he has a trackie on, with Webs on, whatever, 110s, whatever. So we're in the car, so it's getting on. So this kid phones me up and he's like, lad, can you bring me 200 Garys to town? I said, yeah. I said, go on, Sans. So he's like, I said, where are you? He says, oh, I'm on Matthew Street. I said, go ahead, Sans. So at the time, on Matthew Street, there was a club there, and it was known, it was a belter. I'm not going to say what it was, but when you went down, you walked down the stairs, and it was just banging. Yeah, everyone knows what it is, right? It was banging. So my mate DJ'd there, and my other mate was the head doorman there, and one of the other lads who worked with him, he was sometimes on the door with my mate. So I said, all right, Sam. So I phoned him up and said to him, I'm coming to town to Warrington. He said, lad, bring me a Henry. I said, come on, Sam, that sounds. So we had no intention of like going out or nothing like that, because we were doing the graft, we were doing the judge. So we get to town, as we get to town, gets pulled, yeah. And I'm thinking, oh, no way. Back in the day then, they never had like AMPRs, it wasn't like that. It was like, you'd have to like get a producer or whatever. So I'm all proper chatted, right, and the busy was an absolute horrible, he was a horrible busy, right, and he knew me. I used to always give him black names, because for years before that, before I passed my test and all that, I used to drive around and just like give black names and all that. So listen to this, right, as they pulled me, he comes over to the car, and he says to me, get out the car, you're on. He went to me, oh, hello, mate. I said, what's that? And he named me full name, my full address, and said, what name are you giving him today? I just started laughing, I said, none. I said, yeah, it's me. I said, you know me. And he went, oh, passed your test and all that, have you now? I'm 100% legit. And he went, yeah. I went, yeah. He went, Sam, have you been drinking? I said, no. He said, you have? I said, no, I haven't. So he's like, you're getting breathalyzed? I said, go on. So he was doing it. So my mate at the Gary's, right, at 200 ball on him. And I'm thinking, so my mate's just not saying on, he played the cool, do the busy talking to him, it is what it is. So he said to me, you're in short? I said, yeah. He said, have you got your documents? I said, yeah. So as I'm laughing, he went to me, what are you laughing at? I went, what? He said, what are you laughing at? He said, give me your car keys. Give him the car keys. He went, the car's not insured. I said, the car is insured. He went, no, it's not. And ripped the cover notes up, yeah. Ripped the loggies up and just threw them. And I'm like, oh, what? He said, you're not having your car. He said, go to St. Anthony Busy Station tomorrow and get your keys. And I'm like, what? I was just being an absolute rat. So we're just like, we had down on us. So I'm like, no way. So I said, lads, and my mate's going to me, lads, what's just happened there? I said, lads. Because he couldn't take your car down anyway, you know what I mean? But he was just being a rat, and I'm just like, no way. So what he done was he drove my car. There used to be a car park. Remember where the Shangri-La's used to be? There was a car park next to it. I think it's a building or something now, but that used to be a car park, like a pay-as-you-go car park and all that. And the little rat made me pay for parking as well. Put it on my windscreen, locked my car up and took the keys with him. And I was just like, what? Like, just proper rat games. So I'm in short and that. He had told me, and we had them tablets as well, because he never called them. So he said, what should we do? I said, we have to get a taxi home. And I thought, you know what? I said, let's go and see this kid. So as we go and see this kid, my mate's standing on the door just by, and I said to me, my other mate, do you want to come out? And he went, what? I said, do you want to come in there? He's like, lad, we're not getting in there. You're on Saturday night. I said, lad, we are. He's like, in the trackie. He said, lad, I'm in shorts. I can't see you getting in there. And he's like, lad, no way. So I walks up to the door, says to me, mate on the door, what's that? And he's like, what's that? I said, are we getting in? And he went, lad, are you messing? I said, no. I said, are we getting in or what? He went, yeah. I said, all right, Sam, so what then? I went to go and see someone with these little fellas and then I'll be back. He's like, go ahead. So I've kept 50 little fellas, right? I thought I'll spin them while I'm in there. So I've got him as any. So we goes in, we walks in this club, and like, cause I'm in shorts and he's in a trackie, everyone's just looking at you to say, how are you out in that? So they're like half parrot, not parrot off you because you haven't done nothing, but they're looking at you to say he's someone to do with something, do you know what I mean? And then when you start spilling Gary's as well, they're just like, yeah. So it's just like, you just know that there's no way they'd be in this club if they didn't know people who were on the doors and all that. So you just sort of have to give them a wide berth. So these lads were there from Manny, and I don't know why, but it seems like a weird fancy dress thing. So all the lads from Manny were dressed up, and there was this bird, she was a terrible bird, 2 out of 10 at best. And she was standing on the stage, right? So my mate was DJing, so I walked up to him, I'm like, what's happening, lad? He's like, what's happening? He's like, lad, he said, you love coming out in shorts, and I told him, he said, so I told him, I was like, no way. So the night's getting on, and our other mate, he comes in, so he's like, what's happening? And now our other mate, he's like a soft ass, do you know what I mean? But he's boss, but he's just daft. Just proper, no, there's just a daft one, and he just always does weird things and that. So he said, Sad, so as I'm in the DJ box talking to me mate, I've been having a begging with him. He said to me, can you do any with these? I said, what are they? So I'm like, yeah. He said, can you do any of these tips? I said, yeah. I said, let's see them. So I looked at them, I was like, lad, what are they? And they had sweetie pie on them. And I was like, because I weren't having none of them. I don't want nothing to do with them, right? I hadn't even had a trip yet. If you heard the story, the road trips to Glasgow and all that, this was before that, do you know what I mean? So I hadn't had them before, I didn't want them now. So my mate stands, I'm in the DJ box, and on the DJ box, it was like 2 or 3 stairs up, and then there's a kiosk where the DJ box is. So I said to my mate, he said, yeah, what's this? So I said to my mate, come here. He went, what? I said, lad, look what I've got. And he went, lad, let's just spike him with them, our other mate. I went, shut up, lad. He went, lad, giz them. I said, what? He went, giz them. So I'm like, lad, don't. I said, don't do all of them. He went, lad, he loves it. I'm like, lad, what are you doing? So I can see him talking to me with a mate and just see him. What he's done is he's ripped them, and they're only little, as you know, they're only tiny. So he's just got his bevy, and he's just put 4 in his bevy. And the kid's like, ooh, not even, just a proper oblivious to one of them big dopes. So about 10, 15 minutes later, like that, me mate, I've come out the DJ box and I'm standing with them. And we're just like laughing, spinning, slanging and all that, you know what I mean? Sad, everyone's happy. So me mate, he goes over, he talks to these Manny lads, and like, he's like dancing with them and just like proper gegging in. But he's bladdered thinking that they're all made up with him. So he comes over, he's like, lad, they're all sad. I'm like, lad, every one of them hate you. He's going to me, lad, you're messing around. I'm like, lad, every one of them hate you, just leave them alone. So he's like, so he's standing at the bottom of the stage now, and there's this bird, she's dressed up as a fairy. It was just the worst rig out you've ever seen, like, she had the wands. So she hits him on the head with it. And me mate is one of them people who just got no sense of humour like that when it comes to strangers. So he turns around and says to her, what are you doing, you fat meth? And she's like, what? He went, what are you doing, you fat meth? He went, you know, if you're doing that again, watch. So I had this, like, there was this thing behind the DJ box, it was like a wire coat hanger, you know, my mate has a coat, but it was like a wire one, so I've twisted it open, right, and made it into a big straight line. And as my mate's like, just like dancing away, I've just smacked him on the back of the head, it leaned over the DJ box, just smacked him on the back of it. He turned round, she's standing with the ones, and he just winded it. Like, it was proper heavy. The bear just curled over, lying on the stage, and he's going to you little rat. I'm like, lad, what is it? He's going, lad, I'm sick of it. She keeps hitting with the ones. I never even admitted that, ever, even to this now, I never admitted those things to me. So our other mate has then come out, and he's going to me, lad, can you see that? I'm like, see what? He's going, lad, them little robots and that. I'm like, oh, lad, because he's just been like spiked for them. And I'm like, what are you on about, lad? He's going, lad, there's a robot, right? And he's proper deadly seriously. He's like proper looking round all para. He's going, it's got like a little red laser pen. And I'm like, lad, so I'm saying to me, lad, what are you doing? He's going to me, lad, he'll be alright in a minute. So he ends, the lad who's at the trips, he ends up going missing a little bit. So he's gone like to wherever he's talking to these lads and that. He's right, remember the ciggy machines? He's by there. So I said to me, lad, let's go and find him. Listen to this. So as he walks up, our mate just having this conversation with some lads, right? And I said to me mate, lad, what are you doing? He went, what? I said, you've just necked him. You've just necked him. And he went, tis I? Tis I? That's not even an option. Like, oh, lads, what about? I'm going to make you going, oh, lad, this is proper crazy. We need to get out of here. I said, come on in. So we ended up getting off from there. I said, see you later, mate. And I said, later, mate, in the door. So we go to this party. So when we walk into this party, there's like all these like strangers lads are there. No, it's alright, it's sound bad and that. But there's some kid in the corner just chewing his face off. So I said to him, what's happened, lads? He's like, what's happened? I said, you're alright. He said, you're looking a bit rough, a bit worse for wear. Then he goes, my name's Fangs. I said, what? He said, my name's Fangs. He said, why? And he went, look, mate, he just had these proper, he looked like Teen Wolf's lad, like mid-change. I was like, wow, lad, that's crazy, that. So we're letting him, my mate, because he's had the tips and all that. And like, we're sitting on this couch, he was an alright pad, I'm sitting on this couch. Now my mate, he's sitting on the couch with me, but I've got like my legs on him, not like on him, but I'm just like all off my banner with my legs on him, and I can just like, I'm phased out a bit and bladdered them off my banner and all that, and I can hear just this conversation going like that, and then I heard this kid sitting in the chair and he goes to me, yeah, your mate thinks he's hard there, doesn't he? So I've looked round, and I thought, wow, you know, just like, you know, you just don't wait, just snapped out of it. So I thought, what? So I looked at him and said, what mate? And he went, your mate there. And he said, who? So he points to the lad next to me. So he makes on, is he talking to me? I said, I don't know, lad. So he goes, what lad? And the lad goes to him, nah, lad, I'm only messing, lad, I've shagged you, man. And I'm just like, oh, the old gaff's just gone like dead quiet. The kid's just sitting there chewing his face. I've just, without even saying a word, just lifted my legs up because I knew my mate just jumped up and absolutely give it to him. And I mean absolutely give it to him. I'm just like, wow, lads, I was like, out of every single person in the room, you've said it to them, he's just jumped up and being like, what, the kid's screaming, he's getting proper paced everywhere, killed the party off and all that, just proper wrecked the whole party. So we've ended up getting off and all that, and I'm like, lad, you're mad, you. So I said to him, yeah, have you got dough to get home? And he said, no. I said, yeah. So I gave him 50 quid. So I had no card today, so I've got a taxi home and just gone to bed and all that. Now listen to what happened there. He phoned a taxi, a Delta taxi, right? And he's got 50 quid. But what he's decided is that he's going to go and get 3 for 50 instead and bump the taxi. So he's gone home to his nan's, right? Goes in the house and says, taxi driver, I'll be out now, and just shuts the door and leaves him. Yeah, that's it. Delta taxi drivers blew it through. And then next thing, there's about 10 Deltas outside his nan's house, something like that. So my mate's just been off his bonnet by now, he's had a few stripes in that. So he's just come running out, he's been like, what just wants, running up the bonnet on him, just shattering the windows, stamping on them. So after him with bails, right, he's just stamping on the windows, he's cracked about 5 Delta taxi windows, they've all got off, next thing, plots have come. So he said to me, lad, so I've ran upstairs and got changed, so I looked like a binge, pretend to be a kid and all that. He said, as I opened the door, the busy said to him, what's happening, lads? Let me come in a minute. And my mate says to him, you need a warrant. The busy winded him and said, you've been watching Cops too much. And nicked him for criminal damage. 5 taxi drivers' windows he got pasted because he wanted 3 for 50 instead of paying.